Good morning students, welcome back to the online classes. Today we will start up with a new chapter, being influenced by your peers. Influenced means that you get correlated by it. Now what is the meaning of peer? A person who is equal to another in ability, qualification, age, background and social status. So for you, your peer will be your friend, your classmate, your neighbor, anyone who is of your age, of your class, of your same qualification, same background and same social status. Your friends who play with you are your peers, and how you get influenced by them. You can be influenced by your friend in a good way also, and you can be influenced by your friend in a bad way also. Now the question arises, do you spend a lot of time with your friends? More than your studies, more than your family, more than your relatives? Do you spend lot of time with your friend? Yes or no? Second question, do you always do the same things like your friend is doing? Do you copy your friend, or you don't copy your friend and you have your own decisions? Do you get influenced by your friends? Now see, influence can be good influence or a bad influence. If your friend is very bad and if he talk in an abusive language, do you try to copy your friend? Or if your friend is good in studies and you are not so good in studies, so do you copy your friend and you work hard to be like your friend and be good in your studies like your friend is? So it can be a positive effect and it can be a negative effect. Our friends and our classmates are the very important part of our lives, because when you come to school, your classmates are the very important part of your life, because you spend more time with your classmates and your friends. They influence us in many ways. It is up to us to decide how and how much to be influenced by them. Now, if my friend has a habit of stealing, now do I want to steal with him, or do I should stop him? So it is my decision how I want to be. Whether I will stay with my friend, whether I will leave my friend, or will I try to change my friend. So it totally depends on me how and how much I will get influenced by my friend. Now I will be telling you a story on the topic being influenced by your peer. Being influenced by your peers. Coco the hummingbird was very lazy. Now you can see there are three birds in this picture. One is Coco, one is Max. And Coco and Max are the best friends over here. So Coco and Max, there is one quality of hummingbird, that is, for half of the year, these birds, they prepare their nest and shelter, and they prepare and store their food in summer, so that in winter they can stay in their nest and they can eat the stored food. So half of the year the hummingbird, they prepare their nest, they are busy in storing their food for the coming winter. So they are very hard working birds. So here the Coco, the hummingbird, was very lazy. This bird is very lazy, and he spent his day perched on the trees, gossiping and wailing away his time with his friend Max. So here this Coco bird is very lazy bird, and he wastes his time in gossiping, talking ill about other birds. And who is the friend of Coco over here? Max. So Coco and Max couldn't be bothered doing any work. They are not bothered to make their nest. They are not bothered to store the food for coming winters, but they only make jokes, they relax, they sleep, and they waste their days away. So here we see a type of friendship. One friend is bad, lazy, and he is making another friend also the same way as he is. Now here Coco is lazy and he is making Max also the same way as he is. The rest of the hummingbird worked long hours. Now you can see here this hummingbird is working so hard to prepare the nest and to store the food for the winters. So the rest of the hummingbirds worked long hours. They took great pride. It was a pride for them. They were proud to make their nest and work hard to perfect them. So their work was to build a nest, to make their nest beautiful, and by doing their work they were very proud of themselves. Now one bird, Hawky, said, "We all work so hard to make our nest beautiful." He realized that we are working so hard to build our nest and make it beautiful, so we should appreciate it. Now how we appreciate the hard work? That's true, Rio added. So another hummingbird, Rio, he said, "You are right, Hawky. We should have some sort of appreciation for our hard work, and why don't we have a competition? Let's give everyone 10 days to build the nest and they can. After that we will see whose nest is the best," Sunshine said. Now here Hawky said that we are making our nest so beautiful. Rio said, "Let us have the healthy competition." And another bird, Sunshine, he said that let us have 10 days of time. In 10 days we will prepare the best nest and then we will see which nest becomes the beautiful and who is the winner. The birds all got to work trying to do their best. So when you get a project, you also start working very hard. You prepare your project beautifully and you give lots of time for your project. So the same way, all the birds started on their project to make the nest beautiful. All the birds except, now who is left? The lazy two birds, Coco and Max. They were so lazy, so all the birds except Coco and Max were preparing the nest. Who was not preparing? Only Coco, and Max is not preparing the nest. "Come on, Coco," Max said. "Let these birds all get to work. We will sit and watch the fun." So see, Max is already very lazy and he said to Coco, "Coco, let them work hard and we will make fun of them. We will not make the nest. Let them work hard and make the nest. I don't care. We will enjoy and we will watch them and we will make fun of them." Coco really wanted to participate as well. Now see here, Coco is not so bad. He want to participate to build the nest, but at the same time he did not wanted to leave Max alone. But Coco knew that if he will make the nest, he can make the best nest and he can become the winner. But see, because of the friendship, here Coco is not making the nest just because Max said that I want to relax. "Okay, Max, but do you think we can start work on our nest tomorrow?" So still Coco insisted, told Max that okay, today we will relax and rest. Why don't we make our nest tomorrow? We can still make the nest. We will see about that. For now, let's watch and see the other birds. Max convinced Coco. So Max is not ready to make the nest and he convinced Coco also not to make the nest. Hawky went to the tall tree to search the best piece of bark. Rio looked far while the other finest thread and silk. Sunshine focused on bringing the best quality leaves. So all the birds were trying to bring the best things for their nest. Hawky brought the bark, Rio brought the thread and silk, and Sunshine brought the best quality leaves. Max and Coco wasted away their day watching other birds, passing comments about their progress, who they thought was going to win. So they already knew who can be the winner. So they only kept on commenting. They did not made the nest. They only kept on commenting. Even though Coco wanted to get started on the nest, he did not want to keep pestering Max about it. He thought Max would make fun of him. This went on for 10 days. Now Coco was really ready to make the nest, but as Coco was as he was watching that Max kept on commenting on other birds, he thought that he will also comment on his nest also, so he also wasted his time. In the meantime, the rest of the birds had made tiny, dainty and intricately detailed nest. All of them had given their best, all except Max and Coco. So all the birds made their best nest. Only the two birds was left behind, that is Max and Coco. The birds all flocked from nest to nest to see who had made the nicest one. Max was enjoying the competition, checking out the nest and giving his opinion. Max, as his nature, he is only giving opinion, commenting and watching the other birds. But Coco felt bad. He took a look on the nest and realized that it could easily have taken part in the competition. He saw the excitement among the other birds and felt left out. So Coco wanted to participate, but he felt left out because other birds was flaunting their nest. They were so happy by their nest. He decided that he would never again give so much time importance to his friend's opinion, but would make up his own mind about what he wanted to do. So from this he got a lesson. Coco got a lesson that from the next time if there is a competition like this, he will not think what Max is going to say. He will not do what Max is doing, but he will do his own things what he wanted to do. So I hope you have understood the story, that we should not get influenced by our friends, but we should do what we want to do and what is right for us. After this, in the next part, I will be giving you some small questions and exercises. So just go through this story once again, and if you still don't understand the story and you have questions in your mind, you can ask the question in the comment section. So this much for today. Thank you and have a nice day.